Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is in your part of the world today. We are here at ERL for Airstrike Tier F1 as we get it on today at the Japanese GP. Tight, twisty, lots of elevation changes. It's going to be good fun. The Japanese GP is held at the Suzuka International Racing Course, and it is a Formula One event rich in history with several unique aspects. It's known for its unique figure 8 layout, which is the only one on the F1 calendar. The race has been a venue for many championship deciders, with 13 World Drivers' Championships crowned there. Michael Schumacher holds the record with the most wins at 6 and the most pole positions at 8. Here's some more detailed look at some key facts. The first Grand Prix that was held there was in 1987. It is 5.807 kilometers long. Takes 53 laps in real life to complete the full Japanese GP. The lap record is 1 minute and 30 seconds, in .983, set by Lewis Hamilton in 2019. And pole position is on the left-hand side of the track. The track features numerous high-speed corners leading to a high downforce setups and demanding tire performances. As we see Ports heading out here on his hot lap, first contender on a hot lap, first one out of the pits initially. We're rocking and rolling. Right behind him we got Worthy, I'm pretty positive, who's kicking up some dust right behind him as well. Trying to stay out them gravel pits and get it going along as best they can. The race is held usually in late September or early October, which is during the typhoon season for Japan, and coincides with bad weather a lot of the time. F1 had only been in Japan and nowhere else in Asia until the F1 race in Malaysia joined the calendar in 1999. As Ports crosses with a 128.8 to start it off, followed by Worthy setting a nothing because he had a little mess up apparently. Woo, cooking around that track right now, though, I tell you. Let's see what else they got here. Joseph with a 129.7. Setting himself a time. Good job. Setting a time is all you got to do anyway. If no one can set one and you did, hey, guess what? You just made top spot. Wise Wizard with a 129.2. Moving good out here on track. We got another blue car, Williams, coming up here to the line. Across it, that's Pyres, a 129.9. Looks like we got a Ferrari come up to the line. That would be Oh No Dole, and it didn't look like he made a time. Actually, false. That was Quintonius, the 129.1. Good job, Quintonius. We got M16 coming up to the line. Must be his outlap. Yeah, outlap. Now he's on the real time. Here we go. And Josco coming to the line. Boom with the 129.0 for Josco. Who else we got here coming up? It looks like that's another Williams car come up to the line. Lord Vader coming up. Followed closely by Worthy. And it looks like to be one of the Assens. Caution in Sector 2 already. Not quite sure what happened there. Ports and Josco still the top spot so far. Lord Vader on a lap to make a time, and so is M16. We'll hang out with him for a second. Everybody else has either set a lap or is in the pits or an out lap. 12-car field today. Looking to be caution sector 2 and 3. Some people having a couple issues, or they're just slowing down and letting others by, which is what I think is actually happening. Looks like one of the Alpines is letting people by right there, either Joseph or Wise Wizard. That would be Wise Wizard letting people by. And somebody's off in the grass there. Williams is off in the grass. Not looking so good for that car. Somebody's in the pits here. We got madness on track. But it's alright. We'll get there. We got Lord Vader setting a time now, it looks like. And Strikey as well out here setting a time. Who's going to come across that line first? That would be Lord Vader coming across the line before he is. So we're going to watch Lord Vader for a moment. See how he gets up here on these last couple corners. Heading towards the start-finish line. As time comes down for me, it's a 129.1. 129.1. Caution in Sector 1 for Lord Vader. 129.1. Strikey rolling along here about halfway through the lap. We'll watch him the rest of the way and see what happens, see what kind of time he gets here. Doing good so far. Cutting corners as he goes around there. High-speed sections. That's what this track's definitely known for. Very demanding on the tires. You need to be able to control those tires during the race and not burn them too quick and ruin opportunities to give yourself a position later on when you could have definitely hung on to it. Patience goes a long way. He's purple in that sector. Looking to be the fastest out there so far in that sector. Doing a good job. I don't know if he's purple in all sectors, but Sector 2 definitely purple so far. Hopefully that keeps his lap counting there. I'm not sure. Coming over the line a little bit with a 128.008 for Strikey. And I didn't see it, but M16 did set a 128.7. Doing a good job to pass up Ports there. Ports is in the pits. Looks like we got a Williams coming out on track. And Worthy still unable to set a lap. Hopefully this will be the one for them. We will see. As they're getting it around the track as fast as they can. Sorry for the silence. I'm checking something real quick. Sorry about this. Worthy doing a good job. Finally set himself a time. Look at that. With a 128.649. Doing a great job right there. Good job, Worthy. Glad you got yourself a good lap in. That's awesome. You definitely deserve it. You fought for it. Who else we got out here? We got Joseph out here busting a lap. And we got Quintonius again busting a lap right behind him. Those are our two out here on a hot lap. That will count for him. We're going to watch Joseph, seeing that Quintonius is right behind him and already has a good lap. Oh, caution in Sector 3. Looks like it's going to be cleared up before they get there, though, so no problem for them. Stay into it. You're down just a little bit on your time, Joseph. What about you, Quintonius? Caution in Sector 2. Oh, that's Worthy off the side of the track. Hopefully that's just intentional and trying to make room for other people there. We're watching Joseph and Quintonius get around this track right here, everybody, and trying to get themselves a position a little higher on the board to start this race. As that Alpine rips up here towards Sector 3. He's down just a little bit on his own time, and he is up on his own time. Quintoni is up a good bit on his own time right now, doing a good job. Up 0.3 on himself. Ripping it through the little chicane there. Heading towards the finish line and in the pits. And that tells you how much I know about what they're going to do at any given time. Ports is on a hot lap and is purple. We have missed most of it, but we will watch the rest of it as he heads up here towards this finish line. Getting himself a better time. This time it looks like he crosses the line with a 128.2. Taking second place back. Wishing it was first. But doing a good job to set himself in second. Oh no, Dole takes it from him though with a 128.1. Strikey still holding on to first right there. As another Alpine crosses the line. Wise Wizard. Psych, that was actually a Williams. I think it may have been Lord Vader. It was. And we've got our good man on the pole. Strikey heading up here towards the start-finish on their out lap. Hoping to set a better lap than they've already got for pole. And we got Oscar We got Oscar back here. And Oscar is driving the only Haas on track today. Caution in Sector 1 out here. They're on their out lap. Boom, they are off. Rocking and rolling. We got a caution in Sector 3, but it doesn't look like anything serious or anything to even be concerned about. It looks like cars passing each other, people letting each other by. That Haas is ripping along, hoping to make a good pass here. Sliding her sideways a bit, 143 mile an hour. Caution in Sector 3 again, don't worry about it. Hanging on to it, doing a good job, going under the tunnel, going under the bridge. Heading up to the hairpin. Hear that arrow scraping the ground as that downforce is pushing hard around these high-speed corners in this track. High downforce, high tire wear here. Here he goes, flat out. Can't let off. Stay in it. Yep. And back on the power as soon as you can around this corner. Doing a good job keeping it in tight, keeping it in close. 127, 128, 3. Taking fourth place. Taking fourth place so far. Good job, Oscar. Josco coming to line with a 128.7. Josco's on their hot lap out here. Hoping to set a better one. Let's see how they're going to do. We're going to see when they cross this little check line. It'll tell us if they're up or down. So far up a good bit right now. Doing real good. Finding a good line. Got good pace so far. Can they stick with it the rest of this lap? As M16 is just behind. But M16's out here on an out lap, so it doesn't count for him right this second. Very second anyway. Coasting around that corner, getting it back on the power again. Pushing down the straight towards the flat out. He may go in the pits here and not even make a lap, because what it looks like is, or maybe that's his team, I'm not sure. Woo! Didn't make the turn, so definitely not going to give himself a lap. Was up a whole lot, but going to pull themselves in the pits. A little frustrating, I'm probably sure about that, but I got 1 minute 55 seconds left of qualifying. Wise Wizard pulls off track and lets somebody through. Not quite sure who it was they let through there. Wise Wizard is the only one out here on track. That's not true. Joseph is now on a hot lap, and so is M16. So we're stuck with M16 here for a second. Woo-wee! Little too fast for M16, and they lose it. Sorry about the commentator curse, maybe, but hey, good job keeping it together and not getting any damage. Good job backing up as well. Looks like they retired. Strikey with that 128.008, still holding on to first place right now, pole position. Ooh, hard on the brakes around that hairpin there. 35 seconds left in qualifying. Get to that finish line before that time runs out, or you don't get another lap. Looking solid so far, though. Strikey with a 127.6 to finish it out. Oh no, Dole with a 128.1. Doing a great job keeping up on that top slot there. Ooh, holding on tight. Slowing down, letting that Ferrari by. That'd be Wise Wizard letting them by. Worthy retired from the session. Bowed out of the day. Took their 5th place qualified position and said they are happy. Where's Ports at? Ports is coming up here to the line on their very last chance. Doing 123 right now. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 127.9. Just shy of the pole position, but good enough for a 2nd place. We got Ono Dole coming back up to the line here. Think they're a little bit slower than the last time. Don't think they're going to get a better improvement. 128. Oh, they did improve, though. Good job. Good job, Ono Dole. Looks like Joseph, the last one on track. Not looking like they're really going to make themselves any faster here. Pyres is finished and done. Looks like everybody is done but Joseph, making it back up to the line as best they can. And that is qualifying, folks. That is qualifying. So our lineup today, our qualifying grid is Strikey in 1st place, Ports in 2nd, and Ono Dole in 3rd. Bringing it up behind them, Oscar in 4th, Worthy in 5th, Lord Vader in 6th, M16 in 7th, Josco in 8th, Quintonius in 9th, Pyres in 10th, Wise Wizard in 11th, and Joseph in 12th. That is your lineup today. We are ready to go racing, folks, at the Japanese GP once we get all these guys through to their strategies and lock all that in, we'll be kicking it off, ready to go. And we got weather. Can you believe it? It's raining at the Japanese GP. Who saw that coming? Not me, but guess what? It's here. Just kidding. I figured it would be. As the rain falls and these drivers get their strategies set up, I'm sure they're excited to get this race underway as we're closing down this ERL Airstrike Tier F1 season, getting to the wire of it. Just a few races left. Some real good ones left to go. Glad you're here with us today. I am Smack Attack Mech. This is the official ERL channel. This is Airstrike Tier F1. Waiting for the players. Getting them prepared. The commentator is ready. Let the rain fall down. Wonder what these guys are thinking. I wonder what they're going to figure out for today. How they're going to mitigate this rain and what they're going to do about it. What would you do about it? I think I'd just drive the best I could and hope everything sticks together and I can stay on the track and on the tarmac long enough to get around this racetrack and finish it. I think that's what I'd be hoping for sure. As these guys scratch their heads and think and put the brain cells together to formulate a plan. I'm glad you're here hanging out with me. I'm ready for these guys to get here on track and kick it off. I'm ready to see some F1 cars zooming around. Hope y'all are too. I think that's what you're here for. I know that's what I'm here for. It's going to be a good race once this kicks off here in a moment. Quite prepared. Quite prepared. As I clean my glasses, these guys are about to kick off. Lights are red and lights are out. We are going racing at Japan. Oh, we got a car wide off the jump there. I think that was Oscar. They brought it back together again. That rains hard. Let's keep it together, boys, on lap one. As we go into lap turn. Woo! As we go into turn one, we got Ono Dole, and we got we got caution in sector one, but I think everybody held it together long enough. Nobody lost it too bad here. Ports is taking off so far. Strikey right behind him with Ono Dole on his rear wing. Oscar holding on tight as well with Worthy not far behind. M16 putting the pressure on too. Let's get some stuff up here. Sorry, I had to clean my glasses, everybody. I had some dirty glasses. We got position change now. We're going to watch tires. See, we got everybody on wets. Smart. We got telemetry enabled. Lap data. Yeah. Full track map. Yes. All right, let's get this going. As we are underway here We go back through the field. Wise Wizard in 12th, Josco in 11th, Joseph 10th, Pyres 9th, Quintonius 8th, Lord Vader 7th, M16 6th, Worthy, Oscar, Onodol, Strikey, Ports. So far, Ports running away a little bit, but not by much. Strikey only 0.7 behind him, setting into his pace, as Onodol and Oscar battle it out right now. They did say typhoon season is underway, and they did not lie. It is pouring down rain here at Suzuka. As M16 and Worthy switch places for a moment, and they lock wheels, but they keep it going. Little argy-bargy to the chicane there, onto the front straight. Everybody's doing good, though. We got mix-ups down this front straight here, as Oscar and Onodol battle a little bit here down there. Port's still out ahead a little bit in front of Strikey, but Strikey holding on nice and tight behind him. Onodol doing the best they can in that Ferrari as well. Looks like they may have some damage. Says something about pits. So far, so good, though. Quintonius had themselves a little mistake or something, but they're back here by themselves now. Wise Wizard in the pits. Must have had some issues in the lap one, maybe a little bit of damage picked up. Joseph right on the backside of that pack, hanging on tight to Josco. And Pyres and Lord Vader working together, the Williams team. M16 right on the backside of Worthy, making it hard to know what you want to do in this water. I tell you what, I'm sure the spray, the rooster tail off those tires, has to be hard to see in. Let's give it a look. As we're on board right now with M16 behind Worthy, heading up to the flat-out curve. At least it's flat out usually when it's dry. Let's see what they do here in the wet today. As overtakes enabled as they're going up here. Yeah, everybody holds on tight. That was a moment, folks. That was a moment. As Oscar, Onodol, and Strikey, and Ports all just roll. No problem. M16 and Worthy battling it hard back there. Lord Vader and Pyres not far behind. Pyres a little further back than Lord Vader, bringing up the rear with Josco and Joseph. Quintonius kind of in no man's land, and Wise Wizard in no man's land by themselves, run their own races right now. Issues lap one led them to this, but we'll see what happens. It's not a short race, and they've got time. Quintonius a little wiggle. Back up here to Ports, leading the race right now by a second, doing a great job holding on to that Aston Martin in these horrible conditions. We are in a downpour, folks, is what we're in right now. There is a typhoon for sure. I'm sure the wind is blowing hard too, so these guys can feel it with their cars. The rain was sideways for a moment. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if that's just the G-forces from the car or what, but... Oh, yeah, Onodol, the little slip and slide action. Hung on tight, but Oscar right on his backside. M16 losing him a little bit. Can't see him so much there. Worthy not far behind him either. Lord Vader not far behind Worthy. And Josco can see the backside of Lord Vader no problem. Wide and clear is that Williams car right there. As Pyres holds on as well in another Williams, right on behind Josco. And Joseph sees shadows in the distance, but he still sees cars. As he hits this turn pretty flat out in 7th gear, doing a good job to keep his car stuck to the ground in these horrible conditions. Quintonius is all alone back here, and Wise Wizard running his best race by himself. Doing a good job, doing everything he can to catch back up. Lap 1 issues led them to pitting and getting themselves a little bit set back, but maybe in the end it'll work out for them. Maybe they'll catch back up. We can always hope for it. So far, Port's doing a great job pushing that lead back up to almost a second, as Strikey has pulled a second away from Onodol, and Oscar is about a second away from Dole as well. That 1 second gap up front is about all you want to give up, if anything. Trying to keep it closer than that's important, but hey, Woo! You don't want to battle too much in the beginning of this race and lose something and put yourself out of the race completely when there's still this many laps to go. As they come into the hairpit and everybody tightens up. M16 falling back off of Oscar a little bit here. 3 seconds behind. And Worthy closing the gap on him, and Josco doing the same to Worthy. That mid-pack battle is just as hot as that front leader battle. With Strikey starting to close down on Ports lap after lap. Mind you, Strikey is getting that DRS and overtake enabled when Ports is not getting it, being in first place. Oh no, Dell coming up to him, trying to catch him in the... Whoa, yeah. Trying to catch him in the chicane here. Them conditions are deteriorating as laps go on. Things get slicker and things get more sketchy. That's how it's going to be, folks. It's going to be an interesting race. I hope you're ready. I know I am. I'm here for the action today. We'll go back to the TV cam for a moment where it gets quiet. As they're doing a great job around these S-curves in the beginning section of Suzuka here. Trying to keep the car stuck to the track the best they can in these wet conditions. Those wet tires holding on. The treads cut deep, the grooves sticking to the road as you watch Oscar drift sideways. M16 drifts a little bit as well. Everybody pull. Guys, we're in Suzuka, not Tokyo. It's not Tokyo Drift. But they don't know that, and they're doing a good job with what they're doing. Putting on a great show for us today. That front pack's doing great. That mid pack's catching back up a little bit, it seems. But as they hit the hairpin, they do slow down just some there and lose time on that front pack. The front 4 cars doing a good job to stick together. And then we got a good pack of 6 or so in the back here running all together. Quintonia slowly but surely catching back up. Any kind of caution, any kind of safety car will indeed bring everybody back together again, and possibly even bring up a pit opportunity for some. Who knows when they're going to have to pit for fuel at this track, at what lap I'm not sure even, so we'll find out. I'm not sure what their strategies are, but I'm ready for it. Oh no, Dole with the fastest lap with a 1:43.2 right now. And we can see what they got going on. Let's check that out as we switch this to... can't show me. All right. Yeah, fastest lap. There we go. Fastest lap is Ono Dole with a 1:43.2. Closest to him would be Oscar with a 1:43.5. We got in the back there Josco with a 1:43.8. So Josco got some potential definitely to pick it back up, but he's falling back in the pack right now as he's way back there with Quintonius. Not sure what happened. We missed that. We'll go back up here to the interval. And it looks like Josco puts on some enters, and that's what put him back there. And Wise Wizard also puts on enters. Could be a good strategy, seeing these wets burn too much or something, and decides to switch it up early. As we're watching Port slide around a little bit, getting around this track. Whoa, yeah, pushing the limits. As he's running a bit away from Strikey right now. I wonder if tires are starting to come into question. We're 6 laps into the race. How's it looking for them? How's the wear? Wish we could see that, but we can't see it as a spectator. Pours to the 1:42.9 as we hear Oscar's tires spinning as he shifts those gears, heading up the straight towards turn 1. MC6 Pyre's in the pits, probably going to put those enters on. Watch for it. Falls back a little ways, but I think it might be a good thing for some. As we're watching Ports having to slow down here in the first section as the track seems a little bit drier, and they're losing traction for sure. Caution in sector 1 back here. It looks like that would be Worthy having issues right now trying to stay on track. Definitely burning them down, picking it back up, wondering if it's time to pit for him. Hopefully no damage accrued, but I am not sure. We will look and see what we can find out. Looking like rear wing's good, but can't really see that front wing from where we're at here. Front wing's still got both of its ends, so that's definitely not it. No damage, it seems, but definitely lost it off track. Not enough for a safety car. Not enough for a safety car. As we got Wise Wizard crossing the line all by himself back here. I know he's hoping for a safety car. As we got Josco on one lap enters, running good right in front of Quintonius out here. Back in 9th place. As Quintonius moves to the inside. Oh, a little damage, a little touch. I saw the explosion. I saw the kaboom. As Quintonius loses a corner of that front wing, that's definitely going to make it hard to get around the track. He pushed it too tight to Josco's wheel there. Ended up damaging himself. Josco held his line. Quintonius decided it was worth the risk and ended up losing a piece of carbon fiber. That's definitely going to hurt him as he goes down the straights and around this next high-speed corner. He's going to have to slow down more than everybody else is, or he might... Woo! He definitely felt the difference there. Behind them, Pyres is coming up on the inners as well as he finishes his first lap on these new tires. Port's back up here in first place still. Running away with the race, but doing a good job on those wets. Definitely slipping and sliding. A little wibble wobble as he heads around the corner. Followed closely by Strikey. Only 2.3 seconds back. And Ono Dole putting the pressure on Strikey right now. Making it known that, hey, the water is not bothering me. I don't know about you, but I'm sticking just perfectly fine to this asphalt. And I'm loving every bit of it. This tarmac's not bothering me one bit. You say it's wet. I think it's a Sunday drive. As Oscar's running the same kind of race he was a moment ago. Safe, steady, and nice. Getting it around here. Only 2 seconds back off of Ono Dole. Lord Vader slipping and sliding a little bit back here. I wonder if these guys are going to be thinking about switching tires to these inners soon. And these guys on inners are happy and smiling, just running around right now. Not experiencing the same kind of slip that some of these guys in the wets are. 7 laps in. We got Worthy, who had a little incident back there by himself a little ways ago in 7th place right now, 10 seconds back on Joseph. Joseph doing a good job right now holding on to his race. Hasn't had any major quarrels or qualms, no penalties picked up yet either. Doing a good job sticking it to the racetrack and following a steady, smooth line. Good job, Joseph. Keep it going. I'm going to hop off you not to give you the commentator curse today. As Ono Dole is putting the pressure on hard right now with Strikey. We have a good battle for 2nd place. Ports is getting all by himself a smidgen as these two start to battle, but you know what? That's what it's like. Sometimes you got to watch that 2nd place. It's hotter than the first place battle. As 2 and 3 make our viewing pleasure right now. Woo! Heading quick up here. Heading towards the hairpin. Down the hill. Heading back uphill. Hitting the hairpin. Who can make it faster? Looks like Ono Dole gives him plenty of room, plenty of space. Smart. Don't want any damage on your car. Trying to get somebody in a place where you can't really pass him anyway. I know coming up here in the straight, is he going to have more ERS than Strikey? We'll see. He definitely does. And Strikey's got that fuel that just popped up for him, so better watch out for that. I wonder if that's going to definitely change things up here. As Ono Dole had a wiggle and fell back off Strikey a good ways. So that battle is done, but we got to see a good one there for a moment. Back here at Hugo, though, we definitely have, I say Hugo, it's M16. Back here at M16, though, we got a good battle behind him and with him right now. As we got Lord Pyres and Quintonius. Woo, Pyres swinging it wide. But Quintonius making it run and doing his best to catch up with M16 here on those fresh intermediates. Oh no, Dole with a 3-second time penalty. Not going to help him. Ports in the pits. Smart move, putting on those enters and going to rock back out on track as soon as he can. Coming right out here in front of Joseph, it seems like. Definitely right out here in front of Joseph. Josco with the fastest lap of the day with a 142 right now. Oscar and Ono Dole both with penalties leading up here in the front of the pack. That's not going to help him coming later on in the race. Especially, especially calling the race at the very end. You think Strikey's going to pit this lap? I think Strikey's going to pit this lap. I think he's going to come in here, get those wets off, and put some intermediates on. Going into lap 10, fill it up with a little bit of fuel, and rock back out here. How long can they make the inters go? 17 laps to go, everybody. 17 laps to go. Woo! Wiggles as we slide. Watch that front wheel dance. He's got ants in his pants, and he got the hot hands today. Probably hot feet too, balancing that throttle and brake. Keeping that car as stuck to the ground as he can, as he doesn't flat out it, but definitely hangs on and does 171 mile an hour around that corner. Heading to the chicane. Does he take it in? Does he bring it into the pits here, folks? No, he doesn't. He says, I'm good to keep going. I want lap 10 under my belt on my wets. He said, I'm staying on the wet line. I'm not running on the dry. Caution in Sector 2 back here. That is Worthy. Oh, no. It's big damage for Worthy. Definitely going to have to pull into the pits. Hopefully he can make it back to the pits and not have another incident by himself back here. Rough business in the water. Definitely be on the brakes a little early. That's a tongue twister, everybody, and I'm not very good with those. Better get on the brakes early, Worthy. I tell you what. Sorry for yelling, but that's the only way I can get that one out. But Strikey is still running on those wets right now. As we got one of the Ferrari cars in the pits. Looks like Quintonius in there, getting the intermediates on. Ono Dole doing his best to catch back up to Strikey. Oscar back 3 seconds. We got a safety car on track. That is the kind of dice rolling strategy that we were waiting for, folks. Here we go. Let's mix it up. Everybody's going to gather back together after this safety car. We're going to watch them come in. The cars who haven't definitely get their opportunity to fill and get new tires and get it all back together again and ready to go. Up front, we got a Red Bull, a Ferrari, and a Haas, followed by an Aston Martin, a Alpine, another Aston Martin, a McLaren, two Williams, a Ferrari, an Alpine, and a Kicksauber out of the race. Worthy is out of the race. I knew that would be an issue with all that damage he had. I was hoping that he'd be able to retain it and make it back, but apparently not. So I'm very sorry. Worthy has exited the race. Excuse me very much. Sad. Very sad to see that, but our first incident and our first car out of the race will be Worthy. As Ports takes the lead on this safety car, back from Strikey. Ports in the lead. I told you it would mix it back up again. Ports on only 2-lap-old intermediates. Very smart to take a pit stop and get that going. Josco's moved his way up to 6th place. Joseph's moved his way up to 5th place after this pit. Lord Vader to 6th. Up, Josco falls back down 1. That's the pit stop. We're going to be all balled up here in just a moment again, as we got Wise Wizard back further than everybody, but hopefully they can catch back up and get on the backside of this train when we get the restart here in just a moment. Hopefully you're enjoying this wet race with me so far. I know I am. It's been fun. I hope y'all are enjoying the weather. It's literally what it looks like outside my house right now. Dreary, rainy, gloomy, and awesome. The best nap weather you could have. Could you imagine right now sitting in a suite watching this race? Up in a skybox, just lounging in a lazy boy. Couldn't you imagine it? I know I could. I'd love it. But I'm not that fancy nor that rich. That's why I'm your commentator here at ERLF1 Airstrike Tier. Enjoying myself as Ono Dole dives into the pits here. Looks like he may be having himself a little switching back to wets. I wonder if that's a smart strategy. Joseph moves up to third place right now. All this pit stop is switching the field up so much. This safety car, I told you it would mix it up, but I didn't think it'd mix it up this much. Oh no, Dole back to ninth place on the wets. Thinking it might be a better idea seeing how slow they're going for a couple laps. It could be smart, seeing this restart could be slick. We will see. Nobody's trying to heat up tires, nobody's doing anything about it, so. But as I said before, Wise Wizard is still trying to catch up to the pack. Doing a good job though. Slowly but surely, slowly but surely. Safety car may be in this lap. I'm not positive. As we see Strikey do the wiggles, we see Strikey do the wiggles, trying to heat those tires up, get them warm. Get those tires warm. As warm as you can on a wet day like this. Hopefully it's a warm rain and not a freezing cold rain, but I bet you know it is. Whew. Oh yeah. I'm ready to kick it back off. Wise Wizard is doing his best to catch up right now, coming up the backside on this straightaway on him. Able to go full speed trying to catch up. Will the safety car go in this lap? The answer is no. That gives Wise Wizard all the time to catch up to this pack, and we've got a full train of cars again, everybody. Look at them all lined up down the way. And Wise Wizard reaching up. Woo! As Ono Dole goes in and puts the inners back on, decides the wets are not worth it. What a bold choice. What a bold choice. Wow. Riding with the wets at first, switched back to the inners. Can he catch up? Can he catch up here? I bet he can. Don't make a mistake now. Just do what you know to do and get yourself back up to the pack of cars for the safety. Woo! Before the safety car goes in. CS is talking about. Here he comes. He's got it. He's here with him now. He's here with him. He's back with his pack. He made it. He made it back up here. He's all good. as we hop on board with a couple of these guys real quick. Let's see these cars. Wise Wizard, Oscar back here, Quintonius, got Pyres, M16, Josco. Everybody's got the wiggles, warming them back up. Safety cars going in. We are going to go back green. We are going to go back racing. We got Joseph in third place, Strikey in second, Ports in first. Ports 4-lap-old inners. Hopefully that's not going to mess him up. I think he'll do just fine. As we are going, we're off. We're off. Ports is sideways, slideways, and ready to go. Behind him, Joseph and Strikey heading towards turn one. Here we go, folks. Let's see how it goes. Back to the TV cam to see turn one. Quintonius and Pyres switching places back and forth. Pyres with a little bit of bump there. Oscar bumping Pyres as well. Argy Bargy. Whoa, Pyres sliding it. Pyres wide, Pyres sliding it. Oscar takes the inside move and makes the pass. Oscar around the outside. Gone. Trying to catch up to Quintonius now. M16 trying to catch up to Josco. Josco's running down Lord Vader. Lord Vader running down Joseph in a heartbeat. Putting the pressure on right now on that Alpine. That Williams car is getting squeezed as well by an Aston Martin. As Ports is running away with the race once again, and Strikey right behind him. Letting that Aston know that this Red Bull is not here to play games. It is here to win. Joseph doing a good job in that Alpine, making it stick to the road right now. No penalties for him. As Wise Wizard picks up a penalty. Lord Vader right on the backside of Joseph with Josco right on the backside of Lord Vader. And M16 catching right back up as well. Quintonius not far off M16 with Ono Dole made the pass. And Oscar right there with a 3-second time penalty. Wow. As I hop up to him. Can Ono Dole get back up to the podium where he's ran most of this race? As M16 does a little wiggle on Quintonius there. Ports falls to second place behind Strikey. Strikey takes the lead. Ports and Strikey with a hot, intense battle for first place right now. And Joseph holding on to third, keeping Josco behind him. How long can he do it? How long can he keep Josco back there? Is Josco going to stay patient? Josco's got 67, 68, 70% ERS to Joseph's 90%. Is that going to pay off for Joseph? Lord Vader knows he can try to catch up here as well. M16 fell back just a ways, but Quintonius is catching up in a hurry with Ono Dole right on the backside as well. Ono Dole and Quintonius, both Ferraris together on track, chasing down a McLaren. Ooh-wee, oh no. Oh no. Josco trying to make the pass. Joseph makes it his line. And Lord Vader has to make the pass on Josco, who got bold on his move and ended up having a wiggle. Heading towards the flat-out curve. Who does what here? Who's got it? It looks like Lord Vader's going to squeeze out in front of Josco. Josco concedes nicely and lets Lord Vader keep the position. Moves up to fourth place, and Joseph stays in third right now. Doing a good job. Holding on to that third place spot. Strikey with a 140.302. Ports right behind Strikey with a hot battle for first place. 10 laps to go. As the Ferraris start to battle. Both Ferraris locked in battle right now. Heading around turn one. Oh, Quintonius with a little bit of a wiggle. Ono Dole makes the pass. Chasing down a McLaren. Can he catch this McLaren this lap? Can Ono Dole catch M16 this lap? Ooh, Quintonius was so wide there. Picked himself up another pin. Oh, goodness gracious. And we watch Quintonius spin in the backside back there with damage to that front wing on both sides. Not lucky for Quintonius. Dramatic. Oh, Quintonius, hold on to it. Frustrations, frustrations. He doesn't care. He's going to stay pedal to the floor. As history says, don't do that, but he's going to do it anyway. Can he make it back to the pits here? As we've seen before with that front wing damage, it's not a good idea to stay flat out. Oh, caution in Sector 3 up here as well. Everybody hold it back together. And it looks like that was Oscar definitely having an issue here. Oh my gosh! He's out. He's here still. Quintonius with a big caution in Sector 3. Quintonius' car is so damaged, I think he's given up in the fact of that, and he is just going to plow his way lap after lap till he can't anymore. With no front wing or no front arrow at all anymore, he is just here running laps in the pouring rain. Frustrated and sad, I'm sure. I'm sorry, Quintonius. Hard-fought race. Ports doing a good job to catch up to Strikey right now as they run away in the lead. Joseph still holding on to third, keeping Josco behind him. Joseph doing a great job defensively, holding on to his position, making sure everybody knows that, hey, I like third place. I'd like to stay here, please. Let me have it. I would be appreciative. But I'm not going to let you have it. As Ono Dole still tries to come around, caution in Sector 2. I think that's Quintonius finally out of the race. Quintonius still not out of the race. Somehow that Ferrari's still holding on. Strikey with a 139.6 to pick up the next fastest lap of the day. Cooking right now, Strikey, cooking. We're going to switch the spectator menu just a little bit. Look at penalties and see who's got what. Strikey definitely know how to make it stick to the asphalt right now with Ports right behind him. That Aston Martin and that Red Bull putting on a show up front with Joseph making it known that he is putting on a defensive show. There is a huge line behind Joseph right now, but Joseph does not care because no one can stop him. Caution in Sector 3, that'd be Quintonius. Out of the race. Virtual safety car on track. Gonna mix it up here. Heading into 7 laps to go. As we're back up here with Strikey again. Drive-through penalty. That's not even fair. Who's going to change tires? Who's going to make a pit? They're just going to keep on rocking and rolling. What's the deal? What's the plan? What are they going to do? What strategy are they going to figure out? Are they going to switch anything up? Are they going to keep on rocking with what they got? I think they're probably just going to hang out for the last couple laps and rock it on. Virtual safety car is gone. It is time to go. Another drive-through. Oh, man, that's garbaggio. No good as Ports and Strikey heat up in this lead battle here, and Joseph still holding on to third place. And Oh No Dole right behind him. Lord Vader coming around, and Pyres behind Lord Vader. So we got both Williams cars, Ferrari, and then a Haas. Josco back there with M16 and Wise Wizard. We may have switched tires. Let's check that. Yep, we put on some intermediates is what we did. Some people put on some new tires. Strikey and Ports still leading the way. Joseph in third place right now, doing a good job keeping their car on track. Oh No Dole trying to catch up. Going to do their best to put the pressure on Joseph here in a moment. And Lord Vader and Pyres working together to run up, trying to catch up to everybody else up front in those Williams cars. Oscar back here has picked up a couple penalties. In 7th place. Has had a good race so far, barring the penalties. Josco having an interesting race, but purple right now. Could set a fastest lap here. M16, a couple little issues, but had a good race so far. On some fresh tires here at the end. Wise Wizard has run by themselves most of the time, but has stuck with it every bit of the way and has not given up. Congrats to you. You've done a great job. As Ports takes the lead from Strikey, Strikey must have had a wiggle somewhere, or maybe Ports pulled up on that ERS, and they finally made the move on him, but so far, it's looking like that Aston's doing good. Watch as these laps get low here, coming to the end. Safety car on track. Someone had another incident. I think that would be Oscar. He's missing a piece of that front wing, but safety car on track. Coming to the end of this race here. One more safety car. Who's going to pit? Who's going to change up what they're doing here at the very end of the race? Let's see as everybody bundles up. And we got a safety car waiting for everybody to catch them. Are they going in? Who's going in? Oscar's going in the pits here, slamming the brakes on. Making it in. As we got Ports popping out back on track. Staying out there on track. Pyres, Strikey, and Joseph. Pyres and Ports decided they'd like to hang on and stay what they got to finish the race, and yeah, I don't think that's too bad of an idea at this point, seeing the fact you only got a few laps left, and I think this safety car is going to go in at lap 25, giving you 2 laps to go. I think you do all right. Hopefully this isn't our finishing lineup, but we will see what changes here in the coming time. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Small field, but a good race. This has been Airstrike Tier F1. I'm Smack Attack Mac on the official ERL YouTube channel. I'm just hanging out waiting for these guys to get a couple laps in left. See a little bit more action on track as these cars go around and follow the safety car parade. Joseph has done himself a good job, make his way up to 4th place in this race. This is the way it finishes here, no safety car ending. I mean, I think he pulls himself a 3rd, just because of the no penalty. Sorry about the silence. I'm just thinking and enjoying the sound of the cars go around the track. Right now, not much to commentate on other than the fact it's been a good race. Everybody up here in the lead has fought themselves a hard rainy race and done a good job to stick it out and make it through. It's been a great interesting watch for me. Lots of thrills and lots of spills today, as I suspected there would be in a rainy race like this. Middle of typhoon season. Looks like safety car is going to go in with 2 laps to go, folks. They're going to have 2 laps to go. What I figured. Port says, you know, I'm just going to keep staying on these tires one way or the other. I'm going to finish where I'm at. Waiting for that safety car to go in and give us the notification it is. What you gonna do, safety car? Give us a notification. Let us know what you're gonna do, safety car. Come on. Safety car in this lap. We're gonna have 2 laps racing to finish it out. We'll see how it goes. Safety car's going in. Ports is going to lead it off. We're going to take back off here for the ending of this race, guys. 2 laps to go. Can Ports stay in first place with these 16 lap old intermediates? Strikey right on behind him. Let's see how it goes here at the very end of this race. It's going to be a hot battle to end it. Ports sliding a little bit. Strikey sliding just as much behind him. Joseph, caution in sector 3. Looks like nobody's too serious. Think it was Pyres. Everything's good. We're not going to pick up a safety car here. Come on. We're not going to pick up a safety car here. It's just going to go away. It's just going to go away. Right now, it's going to go away. Good, good, good. I was about to say, we can't have that. Thank you very much. Appreciate you very much. All right, as Ports does a drift here. Beautiful drift. Can he keep it together for these last couple laps? Whoa, Strikey doing his best to pass him. Can't do it here. Wait for it, Strikey. Joseph right on the backside. The Lord Vader fell back off of Joseph a ways. Strikey trying so hard to get past Ports. Ports! Holy bananas! Joseph makes it past Ports. Lord Vader makes it past Ports. Ports with those 16 lap old intermediates is not helping him. Oh no, Dole makes it past Ports, but doesn't keep it. Ports makes it past. Oh boy! That's difficult. Ports falls back to 5th place after a gnarly slide, but hung on. Definitely should have pit and took some newer tires, but risked it for the biscuit. And the biscuit is escaping him at this point right now as we're on board with him on the slipperiest race you've ever seen. Woo-wee! This isn't... Oh, goodness gracious. Ports, how bold are you? How bold are you, Ports? As Joseph moves himself into 2nd place right now. Strikey sliding away with 1st. Doing a great job. What can Ports do this last lap? Can he hang on to it? I know I should be with Strikey, but man, this is entertainment right here. 17 lap old tires in the soaking wet rain intermediates with no dry line left. Woo, he's sideways again. Comes to the hairpin. What does he got? How much power can he put down out of the hairpin? Full on. Oh, goodness. That little bend in the road is where it got him last time. Can he hang on to it here? Can he hang on to 6th place to finish the... Whoa! To finish the race. Wise Wizard trying so hard. Wise Wizard's been out of this race the whole time. Oh no, Dole moves to 2nd, pushes Joseph back to 3rd. M16's too far back on Joseph. Joseph makes the last corner here. As Strikey goes across the line, taking 1st place. Oh no, Dole takes 2nd. Psych! Joseph takes 2nd from Oh no, Dole. Oh no, Dole moves back to 5th place. Hugo, M16 takes 3rd. And Lord Vader takes 4th. What a race. What a time. That was insanity. The rain came down. The cars slid all over. Joseph with a great race. I will agree. to Driver of the Day with Joseph, and y'all can disagree with me anytime you want, but you know what? I think it's the truth. He put himself on a clinic today and did a good job driving himself clean and quiet, calm, all the way up to a second place finish. Good job, Joseph. Great job, Joseph. Good job, Strikey, for the win. Ports, what a bold strategy to finish that off. M16, way to slip into third place. Surprising everybody right there at the very end. Good job, guys. What a finish, what a race. I'll give you all your true final standings here in just a moment as it ends and shows me the board one more time. Anyway, apparently that is not going to show me the board one more time. But thank you very much for being here today with me. I appreciate you all. We will see you next time here at ERL Airstrike Tier F1. This is Smack Attack Max signing out. Peace, love, chicken grease, everyone.